Our first guest this week's joining us over the phone, Mr. Jenny Watson. He's the CEO of a company called Digital Asset Monetary Network. Their stock symbol is DATI. Jenny, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, you folks have a very fascinating business model. Why don't you tell us what the company does?
Well, our company is essentially an accelerator. We consider ourselves a specialized accelerator because we don't necessarily focus on providing mentorships and those type of programs like a Techstar, et cetera. But we focus on accelerating capital to startups by accelerating liquidity to investors. We believe that the more liquidity investors have in these private investments, and they don't have to wait 7-10 years to access the liquidity, the more capital startups will have available to them to build their businesses. The unique twist with us, though, is that from an altruistic point of view, we're very committed to the everyday Joe Blow investor, if you will. And so the products and packages we put together always incorporate the average investor or the everyday person having the ability to invest, even if it's only $10. They have the ability to invest alongside well-heeled, experienced, savvy investors.
Well, it's interesting because basically what you're saying is you're becoming the bridge between the startup company and the investor, so to speak.
Yeah, we're bridging the gap between three groups, right? The startups, the investors, the angels, and the early stage investors, and most importantly, the everyday people who aren't normally invited to the party. They normally don't get to see a Snapchat or an Uber or Dropbox when they're in their infancy. They only see them after the fact and when they're just not affordable anymore.
So basically, you're able to put the everyday investor on almost the same level playing field as, say, an angel investor, as it were.
Yes, that's the point. That's the intention.
So how do people that are interested in being a everyday level investor, how do they get in touch with you? How do they become part of your network, so to speak?
Well, what we're doing is building an ecosystem that consists of our proprietary programs and strategies and some platforms that we're investing in. True Crowd, for example, is an equity crowdfunding platform that allows the everyday investor to invest via a crowdfunding into startups and early stage development companies. And they can go to truecrowd.com. Truecrowd.com is ranked one of the top 10 equity crowdfunding platforms in the business today. They also operate two other portals, Fundana.com, which is a cannabis-focused portal, and Crypto Launch, which is a crypto-focused portal, which is very interesting because with all the craze or the interest, intrigue around tokens and cryptocurrencies and the difficulty for U.S. citizens to participate in that market, through our programs and strategies, the average investor can participate in the crypto world and early stage and startup companies with tokens, as well as in startups, or they can just come to DATI, right? DATI, our ticker, and take a look at us and make investments with us.
Digital Asset Monetary Network, as Jenny said, the stock symbol is DATI. We're initiating coverage of the company. Jenny will be watching you very closely over the next several weeks. We're going to have a much longer interview with you here in a couple of weeks from now. Just fascinating business model. Thanks so much for joining us.
I really appreciate you having me. Thank you.